think this is gonna take an hour?
No.
I'm just gonna let Larry know, so we'll probably be early.
Madam Chairman, we are live.
Welcome back today. We're gonna move into our afternoon session. Very first one is there is an erroneous levy. It's corrective action for the Warm Lake Recreational Sewer and Water District. And I don't know who's leading this. It must be Doug.
Madam Chairman, I'll provide a staff report. Douglas Miller, Valley County Clerk, providing the staff report regarding the public hearing that was scheduled today. Commissioners, I want to make sure that everyone is aware that the appropriate notice of publication was conducted. This was published in the Star News on January 27th and February 4th, setting the public hearing where any taxpayer of Warm Lake Recreation Water and Sewer District could appear and be heard upon any part of the proposed increase in tax revenue due to a clerical error by Valley County. This is in compliance with Idaho Code 63.8-10, which is, I don't know if the commissioners got a copy of that code. I apologize, but that's the code that we are following to make this corrective action. Again, we have published this in the Star News. I also sent the notification to the Warm Lake Recreation Sewer and Water District Manager, R.J. Barrett. I did not hear back from him. I would like to make the commissioners aware that Mr. Barrett actually brought this to the attention of our office. I can explain what took place and why this was not captured when we submitted our certifications to the Idaho State Tax Commission. And I don't want to place it on our new forms, but there was an error where the bond payment of $21,518 was actually entered into their exempt funds on the L2 worksheet that's provided to the taxing districts to fill out in order to send to us to inform us what they are going to be levying for. When they entered that information did not pull over to the dollar certification form, and all that it listed was the $12,653 of their O&M or their operating budget, and their bond payment did not transfer over. So when we were entering that information into the web-based portal, we entered the bond payment again in the exempt funds, and it did not capture that those funds actually needed to be levied for. Then the certification was conducted. We did not see it. The tax bills were sent out. Mr. Barrett contacted me probably a week after those tax notices went out and let me know that they felt that the levy amount was inaccurate. They did indicate that they had enough in their reserve to cover not collecting that, but I felt that it was in the best interest of all of us to make sure that we did take corrective action. And commissioners, that's what we have done. There are approximately 54 parcels that this affects. If the commissioners do approve the order taking the corrective action, it will be the treasurer's office responsibility to notify those affected parties as well as making the correction. Commissioners, I will stand for any questions that you might have.
Doug, how much is it gonna make on per each
Parcel.
parcel? Thank you.
I knew where
Each
you're going.
taxpayer.
What's the breakdown going to be for each parcel?
Because for $8,000 divided by 54
Well,
parcels,
it's
is
actually
that-
21,000 is what needs to be collected. $21,518 is what needs to be collected. The levy rate will go from 0.002821240 to 0.007619109. You know what that's going to be on.
No, and it's hard to say that they're not gonna be the same.
Sure. What's
So-
that like based on $100,000 value? Roughly.
So that would,
I,
you have
I-
those levy
I
rates
should be able to do that
again?
in my head, but
I mean, I guess there's half dozen, one or the other. It was just for curiosity because it's got to be done, but
Yeah,
this is
so
what
it
they
would
would
be
have.
0.0048. So times 100,000.
$4.80.
Yes,
4.8.
yes.
So, Madam Chair, this is Al. Johanna,
ahead.
there won't be any interest or penalty on that, is that correct?
No, what my office plans to do, if this is approved, we'll send out a letter notifying each of the 54 taxpayers of the error and letting them know that the additional levy will be calculated and sent to them on their reminder bills that go out in May. So there won't be any additional due right now. They will just have to pay the remainder when they pay their second half in June.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, do we have any more questions for staff? And I apologize, but I did not ask if there was any ex parte contact or conflict of interest.
And I have none.
I have none either.
Perfect.
Retro.
Hey, Doug, do you have anything more for us?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Okay. There is no appellants on this. There is no other people that have called in as far as,
If you just want to
Other
go
side.
through and ask, but I'll let the commissioners know that I did not hear back from Mr. Barrett and no one has signed up to provide any type of testimony to the commissioners.
okay, great. So stating that there is no testimony of proponents. Let the record state there is none. Testimony of uncommitted. Let the record state there is none. Testimony of opponents. Let the record state there is none. So rebuttal, do you need to give us anything further?
Do, Madam Chairman, I just came to my attention. I do want to make sure that the commissioners are fully aware that the prosecuting attorney's office did review the order as well as the Idaho State Tax Commission. There were a few corrections that were made, but you do have the corrected version. I believe that was submitted in your packet.
All right. I will close the public hearing. Any discussion or deliberation?
None for me.
None for me.
All right, hearing none, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we proceed with the corrective action for the Warm Lake Recreation Sewer and Water District, including increase in the levy rate for the taxing district, correct evaluation error for 2022.
I hear a second. All right, moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
perfect. I made it through my first public hearing.
Yay, you did a good job.
Thanks, Al.
And Madam Chairman, I just have the order that you're requesting signature on. Thanks,
Thank
Johanna.
you.
What, I have to sign this?
You have to sign that one.
Doug, do I need to come in and sign that as well?
No, Elt, if you don't mind, we have a couple options. I think the deadline is the 14th, the 14th of February or the 15th of February. So if you can come in before then, that would be great. If you are unable to, I could sign it on your behalf and just make sure that it's fully notated on the order.
Whatever you want to do. I was planning on coming back in on Thursday.
Okay?
We made a rubber stamp of your signature, Al. You don't need to worry about it.
Great.
Give me your check,
By the way,
Great.
will you?
You guys look really good on TV.
Funny. All right, I think that is, we've moved through our agenda. We will go into, next is an executive session. From motion to go into an executive session.
I'll make the motion, we go into executive session per Idaho Code 742061B.
For a second,
Second.
by roll call vote,
Bingham and I.
Hasbrook, aye.
Hop and I. All right, the rest of you, we will see next Monday.
You talk to Pat.